What is up? Happy Jingle Jam week. I'm going to make this as quick as possible for what you need to know, knowing it's a little bit of a longer video, so if you can stick with me for like 3 minutes, and if you want to stick through the rest, you can. If you're a brand new volunteer, if you're a parent coming to help out for one weekend, thank you so much. I want to make this as simple and as successful as possible for you. So if you could do me a favor this weekend and show up 15 minutes early. We want our volunteers to be in place, ready to greet kids when they come in. So for example, if your service starts at 8 a.m., if you can be in the room ready to greet kids by 7:45. Now, if you're attending the 8, serving at 9:30, just come back as soon as the service is done. We'll figure out how I will buy your coffee later. If you need to go to the restroom, we'll get that done later. But we want to make sure that we're in place to greet kids and families as they're coming in. So once you're there 15 minutes early, as kids are coming in, they're going to get green raffle tickets that have their name and their grade. So I need name first and last because we're going to draw grand prizes. And if it just says Kaylee, I have 87 Kayleys. So I need it to say Kaylee, last name included. If kids bring a friend, they're going to get a red ticket, and you're going to write the name and the grade as well as a number 5 because they brought a friend. If they bring 2 friends, they get a number 10, and then later on we'll have another team of volunteers fill out 10 of these for the kid that brought a friend. But you don't need to worry about that part. You just need to help me out by writing in a name and grade, and then we'll have buckets for you. Now, you're going to have your opening small group. Your opening small group is really, really simple. It's get to know you. Hi, I'm Trevor. What's your name? Where do you go to school? If they're a new kid especially, oh man, oh, is this your friend, Michelle? You brought Emma? Oh, awesome, Emma. It's so great to get to know you. If Emma came by herself, you go, Emma, how'd you learn about this? Like, why are you here today? Like, I'm so excited you're here. Why are you here? You're going to go around, but it's only about 5 minutes because then you're going to come across the hall. We're going to have our large group program, which I'm going to talk about later. You can skip that if you want. But right now, we're going to jump to the last small group where you're going to go back around. You're going to have a Mad Lib, which is where you're going to have like Christmas carols, but kids are going to fill in the blanks. So then they're going to get really, really silly. You're going to have coloring pages. And then the other thing I want you to do is if you have a kid who brought a friend, this is different than normal. If you have a kid who brought a friend, Michelle brings Emma, you say, oh, I'm going to write a note to Michelle on this postcard. And it says, Michelle, I'm so glad that you brought Emma. It was so great to meet her. I hope you bring her back again soon. Something very simple like that. Normally, we'd send Emma a card that's like, Emma, it was so great to meet you. The problem is Emma's going to get checked in with Michelle's family, most likely. So we won't actually have Emma's address, but we will be able to encourage Michelle and say, man, XP has always been about kids inviting their friends, and you did that nice work. After that, as long as you can help reset and be ready for the next service, the next volunteers are going to be coming in 15 minutes early. You're going to cross over. Hey, anything you need to know about the Mad Lib? Hey, do we have enough coloring pages for the next group? Awesome. Once your kids are checked out, you are good to go. So that is it. That's all you have to know going into this weekend. If you can come in and do that thing, be here early so that we can greet kids, so we can have a great first impression. If you can go around and just let every kid get a chance to say, this is who I am, this is what I love to do, this is what grade I'm in, this is where I go to school, all that kind of stuff. And then a Mad Lib, silly activity, a coloring page, especially for the younger kids, and then making sure that our kids who brought friends get a card that says, nice work inviting and bringing a friend to church. Now, if you want to dip out at this point, go for it. You're less than 4 minutes in. If you want to stick around, I'm going to do a quick run through of the service just so you hear about our games and what we're going to be doing. We're going to play a game called Reindeer Games, which is like an old game of Flappy Bird, which Flappy Bird was a game where you would tap your phone and the bird would go up, and if you didn't tap the phone, the bird would go down, and you're trying to see how far you could go. We're going to play a similar game, but it's controlled by crowd voice levels. So when the kids go, the reindeer is going to fly up, and if the kids are silent, the reindeer will fly down. You're trying to see how many points you can get. We'll play across boys and girls or across services, but either way, it's a loud game, but it's very controlled. It's literally made by a company called Crowd Control Games. The next potential game, and again, I say potential because we have more games than we have time for, so each service will be a little bit different. We're going to play a game called Snowman Golf, potentially call it Elf Golf, where we're going to have a bunch of beach balls that look like snowballs or golf balls. And so we have hula hoops that are going to be out in the crowd. And we're going to release 12 snowballs for kids to be hitting all over the place. Boys are going to try and hit theirs to this side of the room, girls to this side of the room. So the balls are going to be going flying all around. You get a point for every time a ball goes through your hula hoop. And then once it goes through, you just throw it back out again and you just play. You go, hey, we're going to give you 30 seconds. Go. Okay, great. Get all the balls back up here. 30 seconds. Go. Get all the balls back. So that's what that game is. We're going to play a game called Name That Tune Right Meow. And it is Christmas carols on the screen. So we're going to have 2 kids come up on stage, and they're going to wear cat ears with jingle bells on them. And then the rest of the crowd is going to see a song on the screen behind them. And they have to sing a song, but they have to sing like... meow, 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 meow. And then the kids on the stage are trying to be the first one to guess that's the song that they're singing. So it is just, guys, it's just the stupidest game. But every kid can participate. Every kid can play. It's great. After that, we have a story. We're obviously going to talk about the Christmas story. It's on a video, which really just gives us on stage, which, by the way, Alex Shields and Easton Amond are 2 high school guys that they're not going to be there Thursday because they are basketball players and they have games and practices and stuff. But on Sunday, they'll be there. So Alex and Easton and myself will be just needing a break and we'll get some water or something. We have a game called Elf Spaghetti. 8 kids are going to come up on stage. 4 teams of 2, where one kid will stand like this and the other kid on that team will put his or her hands through the arm spots, and then you have to race to eat a bowl or a plate of spaghetti, but it is like Will Ferrell from the movie Elf. The spaghetti will have noodles and syrup and candy and whatever else we can find that's very Christmassy but not make kids sick. So again, it's meant to be a little bit gross but not meant to be like vomit inducing. So we'll have 8 kids playing that game up on stage. It will be messy. It will be sticky in syrup. So we'll have someone take kids to the bathroom afterwards to wash up. We'll have like some baby wipes and stuff as well to help with that. We have another game called the Snowball Fight, and it is another game on the screen controlled by crowd volume, but this time there are 2 characters. One of them is generic and blue, and the other one is red, and will have a leader's face on it. So as of right now, it'll be my face just because I'm here and I can put my own face on a snowball fight. So the louder the kids are, the more snowballs they throw. They're trying to throw snowballs at me on the screen, whereas the computer player, which will look like me, will throw snowballs back at them, and you're trying to win the snowball fight. Again, it's just based on the louder you are, the more snowballs you throw, but then when it says to stop, you stop. It's another game from crowdcontrolgames.com. That is what we have scheduled. We do have one other game that involves putting reindeer antlers on a helmet and then throwing rings, so like reindeer ring toss. I don't think we're going to get to that game. I haven't even written it on the board, mainly because there's a lot more trickiness of like kids getting hit in the face with stuff. So likely we won't play that game. After we play the snowball fight, we will then send kids back to their small groups to do the Mad Lib and the coloring page, and for you to do this part here. So that's the rundown of the day. And so Easton and Alex are going to be really in charge of calling kids up on stage for the elf game. They're also going to be the ones kind of explaining like, hey, I need, we're going to play this game, boys against girls. So I'm going to be Alex's team boy and Easton is team girl, or snowball fight. Hey, we got to work together. We got to beat Trevor, like whatever that is. And so that is what's going on. I want you enjoy. When we need to yell to get the reindeer to fly faster, yell. And when we need to sit quietly because it's time for the story, help kids sit quietly. If I play a dumb, silly Santa dance video just to kind of give us a mix-up or a breakup of something, dance, do a silly Santa dance. So, man, have a great week. If you have any more questions, feel free to text me. And guys, we're going to have a great weekend. It's going to be so fun. I'll see you guys then. Until then, peace out.